Example 2 says if 10,000 is invested at 12% interest compounded daily, find the interest earned in 15 years. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is which version of my formula do I need? The key word here is continuous versus not continuous. I don't see any key word that says continuous. So I know I'm using the first formula of S equals P 1 plus R over K to the KT power. Another way I know is because I have my K right here. It's compounded daily. So daily means that I have a K and my K is 365. If it's happening daily, it's happening 365 times a year. Okay, so what does everything else mean? My $10,000 is how much I'm investing. So that is my initial amount. That's my P. 12% interest means that my R is 0.12. Take that decimal and move it 2 times over. And then here is my T. Okay, so I have everything. So plug this all in. We have S equals 10,000, 1 plus 0.12 over K, 365. So 365 times 15. Let's calculator work here. I'm putting it in just the way it looks. Hit enter, and here's how much I have now. Because we're talking about money on all of this, we're going to round to 2 decimal places. For basically the whole lesson. Okay. So we have earned now, after investing $10,000 in 15 years, that has grown to $60,000, $478.58. Now we started off with a tricky one because this is not my final answer. It wants us to find the interest earned. So if I put in $10,000, how much did I earn by putting it into this account? So we'll subtract out our $10,000 that we invested to begin with. And so we have earned $50,478.50. So that is my final answer here. So you will have one like this in my math lab, and you're going to put in that 60 every single time. You're going to check your calculator, what happened. If it wants you to find the interest, once you get the number that's in the account now, subtract how much you invested, and then that's your final answer. So be careful and make sure you're answering the questions that they ask. Example 3, suppose that $42,000 is invested in a savings account, which interest is compounded, ding, 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 continuously at 7% interest per year. Find the amount accumulated after 10 years. So that's my buzzword. Because it says continuously, I am using my PERT formula. We have S equals P E to the RT. And if we remember, E is just a number. That is roughly 2.72, right? So what does everything equal here? Well, we're investing 42,000. So there's my P at 7% interest. So my R equals 0.07. Move that decimal twice. And 10 years. So there is my T. So I have everything again. S equals 42,000 E to the R times t, which is 10. Calculator work. And we have $84,577.61. They don't tell you how to round, we're going to the nearest cent there. So that 3 makes that 1 stay. Okay, I want you to pause this video and see if you can answer example 4 on your own. And then we'll check our work here. So pause the video and try example 4, please. All right, I hope you had a chance to pause the video and try example 4 on your own. I'm not going to walk through these because this is kind of very, very straightforward. So let's just check your answer real quick. Okay, in example 4, part A, you should have got 15,963.36. We know that we're using this formula because it doesn't say the buzzword of continuously, and it tells me quarterly, which means I have a K. My K was 4. So we plug it all in. We should have got this. Part B now does have that buzzword of continuously. So now I know I'm using PERT here. So plug it all in, use your calculator, and now we got $16,034.65. So part C wants us to compare the results to part A and part B. It says the amount found with blank compounding yields a blank more. So which one has more money, the continuous, and then how do you figure out how much more? Subtract the 2. So I take my continuous minus my compounded quarterly, and it was $71.29 more.